Numbers highlight the need of a coronavirus vaccine in our communities, and that is happening in the UK with that vaccine rollout overnight.
And this morning, we're also getting a better idea of how a vaccine will be distributed once it arrives here in Houston. Brittany Jeffers is live on that from the Texas Medical Center. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, as we know, here in the U.S., we are still waiting on that approval from the FDA for that coronavirus vaccine. But hospitals here in the area are still making plans for when that does happen, saying that they'll be able to vaccinate 1,000 healthcare workers per day once it is approved. Now, in the meantime, as you mentioned, over in the U.K., that rollout process is already underway.
I say go for it. Go for it because it's free. And it's the best thing that's ever happened.
Some advice from 90-year-old Margaret Keenan. Britain is now the first country to distribute the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, and Keenan was the first person to receive the vaccination. Meanwhile, in Russia, around 2,000 Moscow residents received the Sputnik V coronavirus vaccine over the weekend. In the U.S., CNN is reporting that President Trump is expected to sign an executive order that prioritizes shipping the COVID-19 vaccine to Americans. On Thursday, the FDA will meet to consider emergency approval of the Pfizer vaccine, while here in Houston, area hospitals are finalizing distribution plans.
We have over 8,000 doctors, nurses, and other frontline healthcare workers that are scheduled for their vaccines beginning on the 16th.
Houston Methodist will receive more than 13,000 vaccines as early as next week, and 2,000 healthcare workers expected to be vaccinated per day. Memorial Hermann Hospital planning on 16,500 vaccines, the most of any Houston medical system. They plan to dole out 1,800 vaccines per day.
So we have 28,000 employees who work across our system. We don't believe that we'll have enough vaccine available to vaccinate everybody who wants to be vaccinated until perhaps early summer.
Now, something else that is important to note, according to the Texas State Department of Health Services, now once that is approved, the Pfizer vaccine will be shipped out to 109 hospitals in 34 different counties as early as next week. Again, once that coronavirus vaccine is approved. Reporting live near the Med Center, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Brittany. 5:30.